Helsing, Bite, and Pinto. I was scrummed over with Joey, Kara, and CeeLo over who loves their specific food more. Avi and his pancakes, or Hina with her donuts. Well, I mean, Space and Time custom made this jacket for me. I think the answer might be a little bit more clear now. And with that music, you know that it is time. OC action returns, but not just any OC action, it is the Dangan-lympics. I made sure that all the green was gone in the year of the Radiance. I made sure Asnir was right here so that nothing ridiculous would pop up, and I would remain all sorts of safe. Toon Link Dave Bravo, Asnir surprisingly, Anomaly the Anomalicar's Few, Nomi is that man's with a pancake jacket thanks to Wins Davy. It ain't all bad, you guys. But to most, I'm the United States Avery, welcome back to another fantastic episode of the... Oh, that's championship music, isn't it? Oh, it's true. We have 24 of your OCs, 12 of them from the Season 13 finale, and 12 more from the OC free-for-all. But before I go on, to say that Rose will be defending this title right here, right now, to say we will have a tag team unification match later on in this episode, I want you, yes you dear viewer, to know that OC submissions are indeed open, and they will be open for another 8 days. 8 days, that sounds right. So make sure to enter them, get ready for it, because the Dangan-lympics are about to go into full force. But that's the future. That's the future. And also that link is in the description. It's in probably the pinned comment. It might even be in the live chat right now. I hope, maybe. But it's also on the community tab, so go ahead and find it whatever which way you can and enter. OC action for the Dangan-lympics, but Rose will defend that title, and we'll see who's gonna walk into the Dangan-lympics with the gold championship. Let's start off, and let's get through everyone who is here today. We got Rose in District 1, our OC champion, with Kara, also in District 1. In District 2, we have Nunzio and Bite. District 3, we have Mayumi, and we have Gloria, former Agent of Chaos. District 4, we have Pinto, the Dream Cat, and we have Momochi. District 5, we see Shad returning, as well as Addy. District 6 sees Salo, as well as June, aka Sylvanos. District 7 sees Meki and Ashi making the fray, as they are the, I think, the 12th and 11th place people from that big OC Agent of Chaos match. Going onward, we had Kiki and Daruma. District 9 sees Kaslia and Akiho. District 10 sees Murasaki and Momo, Hall of Famer Murasaki and Momo. Former champion Tigra, Ringo is here, and District 12 sees Helsing and our OC Agent of Chaos, Joey and. Well, make your picks, first, second, and third, live chat. We got 2 big games to get on the road, so we're not gonna dilly-dally and belabor things too much, but there are a couple things I need to do housekeeping-wise. I've already told you about the OCs and the submissions being open, but I do have some notes from good old Wins Davy, as this week is apparently a Friday Night Inferno week, which is wrong, but I mean, play the music, I guess. And don't glitch out this time, music. Yes, wait, let me actually get his notes over here. Yes, thank you very much. We are well on our way to AV Mania 2. And so, both the AWE championships will be on the line. We already have those 8-person ladder matches filled out halfway. And we'll be featuring a showcase with the 4 gentlemen this week. Eggman and Kyutaro, who both entered via the Rumble. On the other side, they will be teaming up against Kokichi, who earned his spot also at the Fight Before Christmas, and Mona, the first ever AWE, then AV Mania champion. They'll be going toe-to-toe in a big-time tag team ladder match. Who will climb to the top? We'll have to wait and see. And that's not the only announcement we have today. In preparation for their big tag team match next week, or not next week, on the 7th, Junko and Jack, they wanted a little bit of practice. They wanted a little bit of practice, but mainly Junko. So Junko's gonna step into the ring with Jack by her side. Who is she facing up against? None other than the Raiden Shogun. But who's with the Shogun? Yai Miko. Who would have thunk that these two would be going up against the squad in preparation for that 2-on-2 matchup? It's gonna be... Well, that's not the only... I'm not supposed to announce any more matches. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I have the full list. I don't really like the last match, but for suspense sake, I'll let Thursday do that. Friday Night Inferno, it's gonna be wild. More importantly, we need to find the repairman. We need to put up like lost posters. We need some lost posters. Anyway, I'm going to make my picks real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and make those picks. Do you want to see me make some picks? I'm gonna jinx some people. Watch me do this. I'm gonna take... Who needs a good jinxing today? Who's catching this jinx? I'm gonna take Bite for first. Bite's gonna be number 1. For second, I'm gonna take Ashi. I'm gonna take Ashi for second. And for third, I'm going to pick... I'm gonna take Miss Tigra Valentine. Those are gonna be my top 3 for today. And I'm sure they're gonna be just fine. In fact, they're just gonna be the top 3 who are in the final 3. Watch me work. It's the magic of the pancake jacket. And luckily, we've had eyes on Asnir this whole time. I don't want any surprises. I don't want any green going up there or over here. We finally got these back to yellow. The remote was just gone for the longest time. I had to purchase another one. The lights, I had to reconnect them to another network. Like, they're on a VPN right now, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Everything out here has been glitching. Everything. But glitches or not, we will make sure that this show goes on the road. So without further ado, Asnir... Wednesday V. Gosh darn it, we can't have nice things. These glitches... What is this? What is even this on the... I'm gonna go bleach my hands. I'll be right back. What is going on here? Ugh. Okay, my hands are clean now. Asnir's still missing, but I have one of Asnir's kids. In fact, let me give them a proper introduction, I suppose. This is Quasi-Brodo. A little guy, our champ, and he's gonna be rolling today instead of Asnir because I don't know what the heck is going on. It's been like 20 minutes and I was like just looking around. Usually I can be like, oh my gosh, here's Asnir, or oh my gosh, he's falling from the sky. I have not seen any of him at all. He's not been anywhere. Regardless, Quasi-Brodo, how many times? Ooh, a full 6! Someone wants a little bit of chaos today, so not just 1 time, not just 2 times, not 3, or 4, or 5 times, but 4 Rose's OC Championship. We had a full set. We go for that full, nice and spicy 6 resimulations. I'll get the show on the road. So let's just do that. 24 competitors, 1 shot before Dangan-Rampa Hunger Games Dangan-Lympics closing ceremonies end. Let's proceed and we will see It all starts with the bloodbath, and as everything goes on, as the world kind of glitches into chaos, the time-space continuum continues to break, the horns still continue to sound, right? I hope. Good? Good. I always worry about the horn bearers. They've messed up a couple of times. And not messed up, but time and space has messed them up a couple of times. Wednesday. I digress. Joey, our agent of chaos, runs away from the cornucopia. Ashi runs away as well. Daruma runs away with a ladder and some rope. Addy grabs as many weapons as humanly possible in case a one was rolled today. Pinto runs away from the cornucopia. Cassie finds Momo in the cornucopia and kills her. Rest in peace to Miss Momo. Murasaki, always love the design of Momo. Murasaki grabs a shovel. Salo runs away from the cornucopia, as does Tigra. Shad kills our pancake champion Mayumi as she tries to run. Rest in peace to the OC, who holds that pancake gold. We'll be back to defend it very soon. Kara and Akio wrestle over a bag. Kiki comes in, throws pocket sand into both of them, allowing her to snatch the bag with ease. That magic pocket sand right there. Even though she's, I mean, she kind of looks magical, but I wouldn't. She's not magical. Momochi runs away. She probably enjoys a good card trick. Momochi runs away from the cornucopia. Meki gets down on one knee, proposes to Ringo. Ringo happily accepts as they skip away from the cornucopia together. Who would have thought? Backed by popular demand, Bite. Nunzio. People do enjoy Bite. I think that they would enjoy Bite more if Bite just let him in. I gotta get some missing posters made. Nunzio is sick and tired of these reptiles and grabs a net, and joins Avi's animal control. Gloria runs away from the cornucopia. Rose runs away as well. Sylvanos arrives at the arena. His memory is completely wiped. Can't remember a thing. The sole thing he remember actually is his name. And Helsing runs away from the cornucopia. We only lost a couple of people, but we got a day. I'm sorry, a night to get through. No, a day. What will happen this day? On this day, Nunzio draws Among Us. Momochi, Rose, and Daruma receive report cards evaluating their performance this game. Momochi gets an A. Rose gets a C, and Daruma gets a big fat F. Could this tell us who's gonna win as the champion? Addy goes hunting. Shad see completely pale. Akio washes ashore unmoving. Shad revives her with CPR. Sylvanos traps himself and bleeds out. Rest in peace to June. Meki sets off an explosive, killing Ringo. Rest in peace to Ringo too. Goodness gracious. Kiki's ready for that fight before Christmas, which might feature, or around that time, might feature some OC Rumbles in 2K22, who knows, who knows. Gloria gives Tigra her blessing to marry Ashi. They have no idea what the heck she's on about. Costlia makes a life-size cutout of freaking Sayaka just to spite Avi. Castlia. Murasaki wants a nickname similar to Sharpshooter and Steel-Minded Big Sister Sarah, and Helsing, Bite, and Pinto have scrummed over with Joey, Kara, and Silo over who loves their specific food more. Avi and his pancakes, or Hina with her donuts. Well, I mean, Space and Time custom made this jacket for me. I think the answer might be a little bit more clear now. We'll proceed. We lost 4. Just 4. A whole 20 competitors remain in this big time game. And this, a big time, saddest of all moments 4. Momo, Mayumi, Sylvanos, Ringo. You hate to see it, but as we see everybody's statuses, there's still a lot of people left. Still a whole lot of people left. We only lost the 4. Anyone else could still be the Dangan-Rampa Hunger Games OC champion, walking into season 14, walking to the Dangan-lympics, trying to win gold while carrying gold. It is a distinct possibility. It's been done before, but will it be done again? Let's proceed to see who will have that opportunity. Shall we? I think we shall. I think we must. Let's proceed and we will see. Night 1 begins with Kiki relaxing by that fireplace. Tiger's holding my soundboard within the hour. She struck down for using copyrighted music. As long as it was karaoke, it should be fine. Daruma puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. Constantly sets up camp for the night. Shad gets mad because Bite tells Rose to count how many sand particles there are in the desert. Why is there a desert in the arena in the first place? I don't know. Akio and Nunzio start kicking Helsing for unknown reasons. Murasaki finishes her nighttime coffee before joining in. Meki, Joey, and Pinto enter a scrum debate with Ashi, Addy, and Momochi to argue over which victim had the saddest death. I think that's that's an interesting debate. I don't know if I've like sat down and thought about it from every single game. I feel like I'm sure I must. I'm sure I must have, but I can't, like, thinking back, I was like, who had the saddest one from Ultra Despair Girls? Technically, there's not a lot of true death in that game, in terms of, like, you know what? I have an answer for that, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Stay low. Starts a factory that mass produces missiles at a threat. Kara grabs Kokichi by the throat, and Kotoko and Kotoka introduce Gloria to their long-lost twin, Kokoto. Man, y'all love typos. We'll proceed to day 2. Ashi plays patty cake, patter cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as Helsing can, as Kara turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka. I don't like that. Gloria gets drenched in honey. Sticky. Kiki catches Murasaki crawled up in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on her thumb. It seems like she's lost it. Sela works for both Avi's and Yoko's because he's in extreme debt. Momochi receives a medical supply from an unknown sponsor. Addy searches for firewood. Meki, Akio, and Pinto, they all compete in an anything-goes pancake-eating competition, and let me tell you, as I find a pin real quick, Akio, win or lose, you'll be going on to fight for that World Pancake Championship in due time. Good luck to you. May the odds be in your favor, however. Daruma performs the Norian tradition of making Kazuya close in the first 5 minutes after they meet Joey, baby! Shad and Tiger enter a rebuttal showdown. Nunzio tries to steal pancakes, but Rose caught him and killed him. To thank Rose for the heroic deed, current OC champion may beat after Pancake Gold 2 momentarily, because I'll tell you what, Rose, you're also entering that World Pancake Championship match. Well met to you. Alright, so I was gonna say, a lot of people trying to get in that match. Bite uses a secret technique, running away. We didn't lose that many people. In fact, we just lost the one. I was gonna say, I only remember 1 KO, but it's still incredibly sad. In fact, it might be the saddest of all moments. 4. Nunzio. That's 6? Maybe it was because, you know, it was quasi-brodo, but like, you know, maybe it's gonna be cool. Maybe it's gonna be chill. We have 19 people still remaining. Rose the champion, Kara, Bite, Gloria, Pinto the Dream Cat, Momochi, Shad, Addy, Salo, Meki and Ashi, Kiki and Daruma and Castley and Akio, Murasaki, Tigra, Helsing, Joey. It could be anybody's game. There's not even a new champ alert. Could still see a chaos transfer. There's so many things that could go down, but let's see what does go down as we proceed. Let's do it. We got Night 2 starting with Ashi looking at the nighttime sky. Shad finds a virus in the simulator is killed by it. Oh no. Despite Kiki's desperate begging, Daruma decides to leave her campsite. Meki thought they saw a glimpse of the elusive Mama Kuma. They were just seeing things. Right? Salo goes to the Love Hotel with Helsing. Both die of exhaustion. Rose tucks Momochi in bed and gives him a goodnight kiss. Castley is obnoxious snoring, renders Murasaki, Tigra, and Joey unable to sleep. Pinto, Gloria, Akio get into a scrum debate with Kara, Addy, and Bite over who the strongest character in Dangan-Rampa is. Freaking Sayaka. Day 3 sees Gloria putting on stutter shades, increasing her aesthetic level tenfold, making Akio and Addy both envious. Kiki washes her hands in the river. Rose says she would do anything for Tigra. Tigra tells her to perish. And thus, the person who Rose took the OC championship off has caused her demise. And it is indeed a new champ alert. Most incredible. Would have thunk. Cassie accidentally destroys Bite's cabbage stand. Not the cabbages! Daruma signs a petition to change American Yeet Ball to football. Ashi uses her secret technique running away. Momochi, Kara, and Murasaki successfully ambush Pinto, Meki, and Shad. Poor Pinto, poor Meki, poor Shad. You hate to see it. And Joey sips on apple cider. This was a much bloodier go-around. We lost. It's going to be even bloodier. Goodness gracious, was it the mere mention of AV Mania earlier? I didn't think we'd be hearing this music soon enough, but go for it. With mere months away from the 2nd annual AV Mania, I forced the tributes to help me prepare the arena. Kara trips and falls all the way down the ramp and crashes into the steel stairs. They don't get back up. Joey and Bite are walking in the ring ropes like tight ropes. Daruma bounces against the ropes, causing them both to fall, breaking their necks. Ashi has Gloria in a sleeper hold. This isn't even a submission match. Ashi doesn't let go until Gloria draws her final breath. Murasaki dives the ring ropes red, white, and blue. Kazuya trips on the way down, falling all the way down. Doesn't get back up. Kiki, Addie, Tiger, and Momochi help move the giant Statue of Liberty, but it falls over, crushing them all. Goodness gracious, and Hagio sets up chairs for the audience. What I thought was going to be a pretty peaceful event, day and night cycle, has led to us being within saving grace picks, so much so that we're not quite at 5 yet, but we are dang close. Are we at 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we at 5? Oh my gosh. Well, y'all, AV Mania is coming. It's the last status of all moments for CeeLo, Helsing, Rose, Pinto, Meki, Shad, Kara, Joey, Bite, Gloria, Caslia, Kiki, Addie, Tigra, Momochi. Oh boy! I think we're at 4 actually. Ashi, Daruma, Akio, and Murasaki. Yeah. Well, you probably need them now, so go ahead and make them your, saving grace picks. Ashi, former tag team champion, could find singles gold on her own merit today. Will it happen? It could. Daruma, former OC champion. We have 2 former OC champions. In fact, there are 3 folks here who have held OC gold before. Murasaki, Daruma, and Ashi, tag team, between tag teams and singles. Akio is the only person here who has never held gold. Could that change today? We'll have to wait and see. First and foremost, we'll continue to say, Murasaki is also here. Hall of Famer, has done so much, could potentially be the first ever 2-time OC champion. Could it happen? 2-time OC singles champion. It is very possible. It is extremely possible. There's a 1 in 4 chance for any of these ladies to win this one. Ashi, Daruma, Akio, or Murasaki. Who will it be though? Make them picks. Make all them picks right now, live chat. Make them in the comments if you have to. Just make your saving grace picks known for first, second, third. I will make mine as well. For first, I gotta stick with Ashi. Ashi was in my original picks, somehow survived the bloodbath that was AV Mania. I gotta stick with Ashi for second. I'm gonna take, it's hard to bet against the Hall of Famer, Murasaki. And for third, do I want to pick the underdog in this scenario, Akio? Akio, who is the only one who doesn't have experience winning a championship here. Or do I go for the safe bet of Daruma? I'm going to go for the safe bet of Daruma. Just so if Akio does lose, it's not on me, it's not my jinx, I didn't do it. However, we only got 4 left, so I think it's time we figure everything out, don't you? Let's do that. Oh no, we don't play Samurai Woman. Instead, these 4 are just what we like to call Ashi, Daruma, Akio, and Murasaki. Within our final 5, a golden crisis of fate. Well, let's see how this one plays out, because it's about to be over, ain't it? It's about to be over. We'll proceed, and we see Akio spins the night setting traps, keeping Murasaki and Daruma out of her camp. Ashi walks into a portal, turns it on, she gets shocked and killed. That's not my fault. Should have acknowledged Paimon. We'll continue as we proceed. It is the feast! And we are down to 2. The cornucopia, I really did not expect the feast right now, and it's technically about to end because we are down to a 1v1 as we're about to have our first ever 2-time OC champion of champions. That's about to happen. Murasaki and Daruma get into a fight over Rami, but Murasaki gives up and runs away, and Akio bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Perhaps for Akio at least going on to that World Pancake Championship match. So I have to ask you instead, who's it gonna be? Murasaki Daruma. Daruma's been here for a long time. Has held the OC championship before, could hold it for a second time, could be the very first OC to do it, or will it be Murasaki to also be the first? It would be fitting for Hall of Famer Murasaki to be the first time, shortly after being inducted into the Hall of Fame, becoming a two-time OC champion. However, Daruma's still trying to make a name for herself, has won that championship once. Winning a championship once doesn't put your name on the docket too much, it really doesn't. But winning it twice, that's when people start to talk. That's when people start to talk. So we'll be talking about Murasaki or Daruma. Call a live chat Daruma or Murasaki. Both? Neither. I'm unsure how this one's gonna play out, but I think it's time that we find out as we end our first of two in this doubleheader between Murasaki and Daruma. Only one will stand tall, or both, or neither. And we must proceed to find out. So one more time, I will ask you live chat in sync with the music. Who will it be? Murasaki, Daruma. Both? Neither. We see Murasaki, Hall of Famer, does it again, silently snaps Daruma's neck. You can't stop her. You can't stop her. She's done it again. Which means as we proceed, did they even stand a chance? That's the real question. As we hit the only terrible turnabout of the episode 4. Ashi, Akiho, Daruma. And that means we can see everybody's statuses, but we don't need to see much, because just one OC stands tall. And as we proceed, it is true. From the Perfect 10, the District 10, your winner, OC Hall of Famer, has done it again, has been in this position before, and now she's back on top. Your winner and first two-time OC champion, Murasaki, takes the win. Don't bet against Murasaki. Like we say, we don't bet against Kokichi. We at this point now, we can't bet against Murasaki. That's just unwise at this point. I think in my heart of hearts, I think in that Final Four, I was like, it could be any of them. Murasaki's got the track record, and the track record continues. When we talk about Hall of Famers, that's why she is one. Congratulations once again to Murasaki, two-time OC champion, a feat that has not been accomplished. Daruma took second, Akio so close in third, Ashi so close in fourth, Momochi fifth, Tiger almost got that title back in sixth, Addy seventh, Kiki, former Agent of Chaos, tried to sneak in there with eighth, ninth place seed Saw Costlia, and Gloria, former Agent of Chaos from last season, 10th place. And those are your top 10. Rose, you hate to see it, lost that title today, but did get into the World Pancake Championship match. Akio also got in there, and we may see more people get in later, but first let's go ahead and proceed and see how everything else went. But this is an OC episode, let's go through everybody real quick. We have Bite 11, Joey 12th, Kara 13th, Shad 14th, Meki 15th, Pinto 16th, Champion Rose 17th, Helsing 18th, Salo 19th, Nunzio 20th, Ringo 21st, June 22nd, Mayumi, our Pancake Champion, 23rd, and Momo was right at the tail end, 24th. We'll close this one out, we'll proceed, and we'll see the summary. It all started with Castlia finding Momo and taking her out. And then this arena event brought us immediately down to 4. But, well, that's really all there is at this point. I mean, it is what it is, right? Two-time OC champion. Didn't think I would see the day, honestly, but you do it for long enough, it happens. But OC Championship, I mean, it's been around for a little while now. But it's hard to win that thing twice, you know? So congratulations to Murasaki, earned it, deserved it. We'll see the statistics real quick. Had 4 KOs in this game, did the best in this game, and did indeed win the game. District 10 comes out on top, and Murasaki will walk into the Dangan-Rappa Hunger Games Dangan-lympics with the OC Gold. But will Chaos reign? Will she lose it? We'll have to wait and see. We'll go back to the reaping. That is all, not all the time that we have, but we got a whole nother one to look out for. We got the tag team OC opening ceremonies to kick off in just a moment's time. Thank you to all of these OCs, and if you enjoyed this episode or you want to see how your OC fares against potentially Murasaki and potentially a championship match, go ahead, enter your OCs right here, right now. The link is in the description, in the pinned comment, probably pinned on the live chat. Enter your OCs and get ready for the excitement. I'm gonna kick it back over to me in literally just like 4 seconds to record this right afterwards. Take us to that OC Tag Team title unification match. Wa-cha-cha. And let's not wait a second. It's time. Thank you. Me. Haha. Sundavy's back again. Sundavy's back. Back again. We got ourselves a title unification match. At the end, the tail end of Season 13, Robo-Research Randobot possessed David and led him to win the OC titles, making sure that they shared, their 2 teams shared that tag team glory. Now let him win, and Robo-Research, the first ever OC tag team champions. You love to see that. However, they're still gonna have to defend, and should just one person win, it's a title unification match. Should some shenanigans happen again, it could be, it could be a double. We'll have to wait and see, shall we? That being said, I'm excited to see how this one unfolds. And I gotta introduce everyone who made it here. Of course, the top 6 teams from the Season 13 finale, and of course, the 6 teams who made it furthest in the OC Agent of Chaos tag team episode are here today. Let's see who made it. We got the co-champions Let Him Lin and Robo-Research, David Lin, Ryu, and Randobot. Teacher's Aid sees JFJ and Melody, who got so close but so far to those titles. Killer sees Shoosh and Delta. Polarized Pink sees Ben, and thankfully the real Owen. Please stand up. Outdoor Funeral sees Misaki and Tsuchiki. Crop Keepers, former tag team champions for the whole, essentially, of last season. Rosaka and Felix try and start the season the same way as last season, which wouldn't be the first team to do so this season. Feather Fashion sees Nico and Natasha. Can they bring that Feather Fashion to the OC Championships, the Tag Team Championships, drawn together? Hina and Hina, Team Hina, are drawn together and could get some OC Gold. Model Behavior, as I just scooped up, Idris and Katsumi locked up sees Takuto and Natsuki. Mayan Flare sees former champion, oh, you know what? I did want to bring this team up. Former singles champion Chi, and then former tag team champion Spirilius with Astral Planes. Can they work together to get more gold between the both of them? And last but not least, we do have our new OC Agents of Chaos for tag team action dating app, Aurora and Eva. And make your picks first, second, and third. We have a lot of fun teams here today. We sure enough do. If I had to make some picks though, if it were me who had to make some picks, for first, I'm gonna actually take a title retention. I'm gonna take Robo-Research. I think the titles will be unified and they're gonna hold the singular gold. For second, I'm gonna take Teacher's Aid. And I think not JFJ is gonna win. I think it's gonna be Melody. Melody got so close, but so far, last time, and she did win last season. It was just so close, but so far, so I'm gonna be rooting for Melody today. And for third, I'm going to take Drawn Together, who had a rough season last time, but made it very narrowly. I'm gonna root for the Hanas. Those are my picks. Live chat, we're not wasting time. I know that you guys have made yours. Last match was so chaotic. I just want to, we'll just have a chill time this time, right? Right? I hope. We might not. That's not in my hands, that's in RNG's hands. What will unfold between all of these competitors? Let's find out. Let's start round one and let us proceed. Shall we? I think we must. As we go on, we see round one beginning. As Hana's wondering about the future, she's also wondering what that sound is. What is that Oh, that's the horn bearers. Are they sounding the horns? Oh, they are. What wonderful souls. Love them to the ends of the earth. However, we have a whole game to get through, and get through we must. As Hana's wondering, Owen twitches uncontrollably. JFJ accepts the shadow of JFJ, gains the power persona early. Misaki wonders if she was created for this very reason. Delta walks into a very strange machine, gets ghost powers in round one, which is dangerous. Hana is ready to defend her friends. Natsuki knocks out Melody in a fistfight. Death collar on Melody in round one, not great. Melody then finds my climate change remote and says, well, you know what? Maybe I'll cause a little bit of chaos. Maybe just a little. Nico kills Owen in front of Ben. Ben rushes help, but it's too late. Owen dies in their arms. Spurlius puts a death collar on Shush while he's sleeping. Eva has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Shush has also found a table. Someone's gonna go through it, let's be honest. Rio's got the Omnitrix. Also very good early game item. Chi has got a Geo Vision. Natasha tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds, and then it's immediately stolen by Felix, who I believe might have been former tag team partners. I'm not like 100%, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I think they might have been. David lays the title belt on the ground, grabs Natsuki in a headlock, driving her skull into the hard metal, taking her out of this competition. Tsuchiki rather, ambushes Melody, gets rid of her. Rest in peace to Melody, and so also rest in peace to our climate change remote. Ben sobs quietly. Katsumi disappears for a while, comes back with a wizard robe. Rosaka tries to kill Katsumi, but the wizard robe is already carried away to safety. Lin sobs quietly. Randobot manages to sneak attack both Agents of Chaos. Lo and behold, and slaughters them. Randobot's not looking to lose those titles. Idris tries to kill Randobot, but Randobot kills them in retaliation. Randobot's popping off early as Takuto finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's rather fetching. 6 gone already in this game of 26. 20 remain. But for right now, it is indeed the saddest of all moments. 4. Owen, Natsuki, Melody, Aurora, Eva, Idris. And I think only one team is completely out, and it is our Agents of Chaos. Who would have thunk? Everyone else still stands a fighting chance, and because it's Orteal, technically everyone stands a fighting chance. If we're being real about it. Let's see how real things are about to get, though. 20 left. Tag team titles on the line. Will they unify? Let's find out. Next round sees. Ooh, one person out. Ryu cycles through those alien choices. Hana's being adorable as always. David finds a bowling ball. Hopefully they get a strike. Once again, one of those things that don't come up too often. But you're gonna see some specific, because I think the last time we did Dangan-lympics, and I might be wrong about this, we didn't have the ability to really mod the murder games, but now we do. So get ready for it. Do indeed get ready for it. Ben just wants it to end already. Spurlius accepts his shadow. Spurlius gains a power persona. Tsuchiki can't take her eyes off of Misaki. The Archons see Gription and Lin. Grant her an Animo Vision. Shoo! Sets up a table for grabbing Ryu in a headlock. Then RKO's Ryu through the table, taking out Ryu. Oh, and then Randobot too. Misaki doesn't care much for this place. Felix takes selfies on top of his rad tank. Fair enough. Katsumi finds... So Katsumi's out here, dripped out in that wizard robe, and then says, you know what? I could go for some medieval armor too. Give me that nice helmet. Oh man. Randobot lays the title belt on the ground, grabs Hana a headlock. Hana has the wherewithal to reverse the move into an RKO out of nowhere on the belt, taking out Randobot. Oh no! Which, actually technically, I always hesitate to do this early. Because it's Orteal and it might not be real, but at this moment in time, it's still technically not a new champ alert because Let Him Lin's not out yet, so I'm gonna hold my horses. JFJ's got the dimensional sight. Spurlius has challenged Rosaka to a duel. Spurlius bites the dust. Don't tempt fate with Rosaka. Rosaka has found some success in these tag teams. is honestly a very good tag team competitor. Not for nothing. Like really good. Like really good. Nico wonders about the future. Delta shoots blast energy from his hands at Katsumi. Katsumi is unable to survive the blow. Hana finds a bunch of Pokeballs. Chi summons stones around Delta's feet. Delta's now trapped. Nitasha wonders if she should build a machine that makes Yakiniku, and Takuto cannot let others kill their friends and stand still, is now feeling heroic. Another just 4 are gone. We are only at 10 gone. 16 still remain as we hit the saddest of all moments 4. Real Randobot, Spirilius, Katsumi. And I think that's the end of Katsumi's team, Ryu's team, and I believe... Are you out? I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Chi's still in, but she's got the Geo Vision. I was gonna say, she'd trap somebody. I was like, did she do anything? Right there. I'm just blind. I was like, yeah, that Geo Vision just didn't do anything. Trapped Delta, who started to go on a frenzy with the ghost powers. Will Delta get out? And you know what? I'm not certain, but I guess we need to find out. So let's find out, shall we? Let's do it. Let's click next round. We will see how this unfolds. Oh, dope. Hana just found a fishing rod. Now she can catch all the fish. JFJ slices open a dimensional rift before it can shove Shoosh inside. Shoosh snatches the scythe, hits JFJ in the back of the head with it, shoves him inside. JFJ's trapped in the despair dimension. Delta was struggling pretty bad. Cut himself on the trap. He's now bleeding out. Nitasha accepts her shadows. Nitasha gains the power of Persona. Rosaka looks around for stuff to scrounge. David shines his bowling ball. Tsuchiki finds some leather scraps. Looks rather caveman-like. Hana can't stop fawning over Hana. Funny. Felix finds a slingshot. How quaint. Might be useful in a pinch. Ben uses a mysterious gas to knock out David, and Tsuchiki puts death collars on them. A well-placed shot by Felix dazes Chi. Eva's gone. Nico wonders if he was created for this very reason. Takuto patrols vigilantly, ready to defend those that he loves. Lin creates a sphere of air around Ben and Rosaka, keeping there long enough to suffocate them from within. Rest in peace. Misaki has found a table. Nitasha sneaks up on Shoosh, but Shoosh is known that he was followed for ages now, is able to counterattack and take out Nitasha. Nitasha's gone. Nico remains for that team. But we did lose 3, and that does entail some of these teams being completely out. Actually, I think just one of these teams being completely out, because I don't think Felix perished yet. No, he's got that slingshot. But it is still a saddest of all moments 4. Ben, Rosaka, Nitasha. So let's stand here and think for a minute. We have a rare opportunity to see a double title retention. Right now there's a 1 in 6 chance that Let Him Lin retains the titles. They're not the only team that's completely in. So is Drawn Together, Killer, and Outdoor Funeral. That's really impressive. A couple other teams have 1 person in, but have so many people in the final 12 with 2 members, or both members rather, of the team still in. That's really good. But it ain't victory yet. All those teams could lose in the next round. That's how Ordeal goes. We could see some big event that just takes out like 6 people. That's how Ordeal goes. We could see an arena event, probably not next round because nobody's picked up an arena event item. Let's see if that does happen though. Next round we see Shoosh hates the way the death collar feels on his skin. David Lin posed proudly with those titles. Nico finds a big stick. Probably comes in handy to bash some skulls, and bash some skulls Nico does. Hits Takuto in the head incredibly hard and able to kill him. Takuto becomes dazed. JFJ feels the energy slowly being drained. Has to find a way out. JFJ, can he do it? Delta is trapped and slowly bleeding out. Owen's corpse is writhing with maggots. Misaki steals my soundboard. Wait, how? Might be incredibly useful, but you don't need to revive anybody because your tag team partner's still in. Felix remembers Rosaka sobs quietly. Hana casts her on the river, pulls out a sea bass, more like a C+. Hana tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Snorlax. You will not be using my soundboard anyway. Flattens Misaki. Lin uses a gust of air to blast Nico right off a cliff, and Tsuchiki knocks Lin out in a fist fight. Death Collar on her. Now we're down to your final 10, and things just got a little bit spicier. Just a smidge bit spicier as we hit perhaps the final saddest of all moments of the episode 4. Misaki, Nico. Because we have some moving parts, not too many moving parts yet, no ghosts, no zombies, nothing crazy like that, but we do have JFJ who's trapped in a spare dimension, can't win the game like that. we have to click not proceed, we have to click details because I'm gonna allow you guys to make some new picks. I know you want to make them. So, let's do it. How about we make some fantastic, some truly glorious, Oh yes, saving grace picks. Now, you could pick JFJ from Teacher's Aid. JFJ would have to find his way out of the despair dimension, something that happens oh so rarely, especially in games of this size. Can JFJ do it? Possible, but we'll have to see. Drawn Together sees Hina and Hina both still in, could win this thing together, hand in hand. Felix tries to keep the dream alive of taking back the titles just like they did at the start of last season. Can they do it again? Can they essentially replicate what happened in the tag team premiere? We'll have to wait and see. David and Lynn try to make both of these episodes title retention episodes. Could Let Him Lynn save their gold? As we keep on keeping on, we see Outdoor Funeral, Tsuchiki still hanging in there, trying to win for Outdoor Funeral. Misaki just perished. Can Tsuchiki do it? Killer on the other hand, a little bit of a rivalry. Shush and Delta are both still in. Delta's just trapped and bleeding out. Could still win though. Will he? I don't know. I do not know. That's bad news for Delta, but Shush is doing alright. Locked up still has Takutel, who's feeling heroic, but a little bit dazed now. Chi is still hanging in there with the Geovision, and that's everyone who's left. So, go ahead and make your picks. Mind Flayer, Locked Up, Killer, Outdoor Funeral, Let Him Lynn, Crop Keepers, Drawn Together, and maybe Teacher's Aid. I'm gonna make my picks though. For first, how could I bet against Let Him Lynn? For second, I'm gonna take the tag team champions coming back, Crop Keepers, to win a back-to-back premieres, and I think that would just be a little bit of poetry in motion, you know? And I kind of like that poetry in motion. For third, I'm going to take Chi. I don't know what it is, but I feel like Chi's about to make some $1 million moves in this final 10. Will it happen? Am I just going crazy? I mean, maybe. I go crazy a lot. But those are my picks. I know that you have all made yours, so I think it's with great certainty that I can say that we have 10 people left, and those 10 people have allowed me to play this song, which got tragically skipped last time. So allow me to introduce all who remain. Drawn Together, Crop Keepers, Let Him Lynn, Outdoor Funeral, Killer, Locked Up, Mind Flayer, Tag Team Gold. 7 teams, 1 opportunity to walk out with the same heartbeat, the same determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Be it pancakes on my torso. We shall find out together as we click next round. Oh boy! JFJ fights for his life. Delta's trapped, slowly bleeding out. Hina never wants to kill anyone ever again. Takuto uses mysterious gas to knock out Felix and Hina in order to put death collars on them. And what a turnabout that caused, because Hina, Felix, Tsuchiki, David, Shush, and Lynn are all forced to play the majority game because of it. Shush received the most votes, but unfortunately was a sacrifice, so everyone else perishes aside from one player of Shush's. Shush is choosing. Shush decided to save Felix from death. Which means it's technically a new champ alert. The majority vote took out both members of Let Him Lynn. A lot of teams suffered during that one. Outdoor Funeral out, and now just Hina remains as her tag team partner. Hina was eliminated. And you know, while we're just here, we might as well keep this music playing. Felix finds a normal Cars, Chi snaps out of it, and Shush accepts his shadow as Shush and gains the power of Persona. We are down to 6. And it's a terrible turnabout for Hina, Tsuchiki, David, Lynn. no ghost. JFJ still just caught in the despair dimension fighting for his life. If he finds a way out right now, boy howdy, what a moment that would be for JFJ, but will it is the real question. That much I'm uncertain about. It's technically still Samurai Woman. The landscape has changed ever so slightly. Chi is now snapped out of it. Drawn Together has lost one member, and these two have lost two. I think... yeah, Killer's still technically completely in because Delta's just trapped and slowly bleeding out, which is incredible. You can win bleeding out, and just having the numbers game there might be enough to get them the win. Will it? We'll have to wait and see. Your final 6, let's see how this thing plays out. One more until it's potentially time for Crisis of Fate, but for right now, let's drink it in a little bit longer. Because we didn't get it last time, it is indeed a Samurai Woman. Next round sees still Samurai Woman. JFJ avoids the dark trees that are trying to grab him. Shush uses their persona, uses Free A, the blast leaving burns on Chi's leg. Felix gathers ammo for a slingshot. Takuto comes back to his senses before going to sleep, and Delta, who's trapped actually, went to sleep apparently very close to Delta, put a death collar on him. Hana's ready to toss out a Pokeball when Takuto and Delta reveal themselves to be members of Team Rocket. Hana gets knocked out by Delta and Takuto, and they steal all of her Pokemon. Apparently all happening while Delta's just kind of chilling and trapped. And she finds an axe, upping her chance of survival somewhat. Everything's still going on here, but apparently that was too much for Delta and too much for JFJ as he's possessed. Grabbed by a possessed tree and is torn apart piece by piece. Chi is ready to use that axe if she has to. Felix has found a table. That's very useful in the final few. Oh no, Hana's just found a dimensional scythe. That was supposed to be collected at the end of season 4. Oh no. Shush has found a rat in a cave. More rats show up. Shush now has an army of rats as well. Delta finally dies from the blood loss caused by the trap that he was in. And Takuto finds my arena climate change remote, which could be devastating in the final 5, which we do have now. And it's a 1v1v1v1v1. Well, more importantly, it's actually we can let this play out. It is a fatal 5-way. And we'll see who will win it all after this terrible turnabout for JFJ, Delta. No extraneous characters now, no ghosts, no zombies, and nobody trapped in the spare dimension. Will that change though? It all change in a moment's notice, but for right now it is Chi, it is Felix, it is Hana, it is Shush. And it's not a majority vote, but it is Takuto. And they are all kind of what we like to call within our final 5, within championship action, a golden crisis of fate. Let's rock this thing. Let's see how this unfolds. Next round sees. They will not be doing it back-to-back. Felix uses that slingshot to pelt Shush with rocks, which is more annoying than anything. And she says, let me show you what rocks can really do. Summons a shield protecting Felix, protecting her rather from Felix's attack. She then causes the ground to shake beneath Felix to cave in and bury him alive. Hana stares into the distance, still shell-shocked. I don't know if she's been shell-shocked basically the whole game, but goodness gracious, no, not the whole game, because she just lost her partner recently. Takuto looks great in that dapper suit, and the Archon suit great potential in Shush and grant him a Dendro vision. That's very dangerous in the final 4. We now have 2, count them. I think you're also a persona wielder. You have a persona and a vision. We have Chi with this vision up here. Some shenanigans might unfold in just a moment's notice, but for right now it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Felix. But that brings us to 4. It is Chi, it is Hana, it is Takuto, and it is Shush. It is going to be a match to end all matches. And it's still a Crisis of Fate, surprisingly. Let's see how this one plays out. Will it be Chi, Hana, Takuto, Shush? What will be the game-changing move? With these big-time items in play, it could end next round. It does not end next round, but it does bring us down to just 2. As Takuto misses these spooks and jump scares and changes the arena back to October. spooky season is here as she chops Hana to bits with the axe, but then Shu summons massive vines around Chi, bleeding her dry. And just like that, we're down to 2, Takuto and Shush. What will unfold? It's not the last terrible turnabout of the episode, but it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Hana, Chi. Because without some sort of random intervention between ghosts and zombies, or just straight up revivals, I don't think any revival items are in play though. Oh, it's October, so one could easily be in play very soon. We'll see. For right now though, I have to ask you who. Will it be Takuto, Shush, trying to carry on for Delta Killer? The tag team wants to win the titles and unify them. Can they do it? It's a really big possibility, but standing in the way right now is Takuto. From Locked Up for Natsuki. Natsuki and Takuto have been kind of a mixed bag when it comes to teamwork, but right now Takuto's trying to carry on. Can this work? Will this work? Can they make this happen? Takuto? Shush! Takuto! It is going to be an incredible ending. I feel it in my heart and soul. Or will it be a revival? Live chatter? Hopefully you've called it between Locked Up and between Killer, between Takuto, between Shush. One will remain. And I think it's time we find out. Let's click next round. Does it all end? It does not yet. Takuto now has an Ancient Scepter. That is a big time game changer, but even bigger is now that Shush is wrapping up Takuto, tying up their whole body. Takuto is now trapped. Now here's the thing. That trapped, that bleeding out, that could cause a little bit of chaos, because if this takes too long to end, you know that the chance that we see ghosts rises very quickly, the chance that we see zombies rises very quickly, and we could have shenanigans in play. But oh my gosh, perhaps a smidge too confident after trapping Takuto. Shush turns their back, forgets that it's autumn, and jumps into a pile of leaves. Unfortunately, the leaves were covering a pit, and Shush falls in and perishes. Which means Takuto is the last tribute standing and has claimed victory. Absolutely glorious. So I must say once again, after this, terrible turnabout for Shush! Shush, please. We have come down to a winner. And that winner, I just gotta say congratulations, because after the trap, I forgot all about that it was October. Anything could have taken out Shush at that point. Takuto too, but like, I gotta say with certainty that they did it. You're winners. And new. Unified, undisputed, Dangan-lympics Hunger Games OC Tag Team Champions. Takuto, Natsuki, from prison to hair, locked up, takes the victory. Takuto, good job. It was, if it were not for the changing of the seasons, you might not have survived, but that was absolutely glorious for you. Everything seemed to be going Shush's way, but thankfully for you, You changed seasons, and the leaves, they won you the game. I told you it was gonna end. It was gonna end in not heartbreak, but it was gonna end intensely, and it sure did. You just have to imagine, like, well, what if happened if it were just regular seasons? We won't have to know, because it was October. Spooky, scary skeletons have embraced Takuto and Natsuki because Locked Up are your new tag team champions. Congratulations to the both of you. You earned it. You deserved it. New champions, new champ alert. It's over. That's it. That's our opening ceremonies out of the way. Shush had 3 KOs. Lin had 3. Randobot had 3. The champions really tried to, like, come through and pull through, but couldn't quite pull it off. Hana with 2. Chi with 2. Delta with 1. Tsushiki with 1. David with 1. Rosaka with 1. And Nico with 1. And then we'll just go through everybody else. We had Ryu. We had Spirilius. We had Hana. We had Eva. Felix. Katsumi. Misaki. Owen. Natsuki. Aurora. Natasha. JFJ. Takuto, Melody, Ben, and Idris. It was truly glorious. Congrats. Big ol' congrats. I love it. You'll love to see it, without a shadow of a doubt. Locked Up, they are your new tag team champions that will be walking into Season 13. You will be seeing them a lot. I'm sorry, Season 14. You'll be seeing them a lot in Season 14. They did it. That's all that I can really say. They did it. And I have to acknowledge them for it. Congratulations to our new champions. And unified, undisputed. I feel like we should probably... every time that the championships come back from 2 to 1, we have to say that they're undisputed champions. And Locked Up are your undisputed tag team champions for the OCs. Congratulations to them. And until meet the teams this Thursday, or until, you want to hang out a little bit for Fire Emblem tomorrow, I'll see you there. Well, I guess Monday we will see you there. I won't see you there. I won't see you on Thursday either, or Friday, or Saturday. I won't even see you next Sunday. I get a little bit of a break. Oh, don't you know? You'll love to see it. But until next time, until we meet next, United States Savior taking off. Toodaloo, flight crew. Thank you for watching.